Hi, my name's Jack Hodgins. Welcome back to Cloud123 Tutorials. I've just done an unboxing for the new Packard Bell touchscreen, which we've got here, and I've also got one here as well. Got two of them on the go. Basically, I want to take you through what you expect when you first click that power button on the screen. What stuff you need to go through, and what stuff you need to have to hand, basically. And obviously, after that, we'll show you the desktop, because obviously, when you first get your PC, no matter which make or brand it is, they do throw a lot of crap on the screen, basically. Well, they throw a lot of shortcuts, apps and games and things like that you may not necessarily need and stuff. And if you're running these for a business, basically, you need to strip all that back and bring it back straight back to Windows. So I'm just going to take you through some of the options on that side here. You can use these PCs without a Microsoft account, so I'm going to show you how to do that on this one here. Other than that, if you do have a Microsoft Hotmail account, then you can use it to log straight in, and that will act as your login and then give you access to the Microsoft App Store as well. So let's move the camera angle so you can see the screen a bit more better, and we'll take you through basically the first start of when you first power it up. Right, we've now got first person view of the screen here, so you'll probably see me reflection there, so don't ignore me in the reflection here, basically. So I'm in my man cave here, so we've got on the bench, we've got the new Packard Bell. It's all touchscreen, so you can actually touch, and I also got the keyboard here, and I've got the mouse just in case. Not always like touchscreen, because as long as your fingers ain't greasy, it's not going to mark the screen and stuff. But after I think the constant use on the screen with tapping away there, you're going to get lots of fingerprint marks, and especially if you're using photography and photographs and graphics and stuff, it's going to get very smeared. You're not going to see a picture better. It's always good to refer back to a keyboard and mouse, basically. So when you first power that button on, which we've already done here, you get presented regional and language settings. Most of them will come up, so make sure you've got the country and region code is United Kingdom, English United Kingdom, keyboard layout United Kingdom, and the time zone is obviously London, basically. This one actually has already done this. So you click next and it apply these settings. It's going to take a little while, probably a good sort of 10 minutes to go through. So this is the license agreement. You can read this, but it's obviously it's long-winded. There's loads and loads and loads and loads of pages of stuff. Do you really want to read the whole of this? If you ignore it, it's going to take you back. It won't allow you to go any further. But obviously at this point you want Windows, so we'll now accept it. This comes as Windows 8.1, and a bit later we'll actually show you how to upgrade that to the 8.1 Pro. Okay, so click on accept. So now this will say, thank you for purchasing your Packard Bell computer. Enter the Packard Bell world and start enjoying. I want to know how. Enter your email to start. So this is the bit where you it sets up the Microsoft accounts. If you've got a Microsoft Hotmail account, put your email address in there, basically. Other than that, if not, we can just click on skip, and then it'll start going through personalizing the desktop. So this is going to say, what do you want to call this machine? So if it's a home-based PC, name it to whatever you basically want. Cat, dog, name, anything you want, basically. If for a business machine, then put the business machine's ID in it, because every machine on the business network will have its own unique name. So I'm just going to call this BBW 100. I've got no idea what I'm going to call it, so we'll just stick that in for the moment. So click next. Right, to get online, so this is where it asks you for Wi-Fi access. If you've already got a LAN cable plugged into it, you can skip this section here. But I'm gonna click on the wireless on here, and we're gonna type in my wireless key. Okay, and we click next. Now connect to my wireless hub. So when you get Windows, depends on stock wise on these how long they've been sitting in stock for, so there may be quite a few Windows update to apply. So are you on this section? Is Express settings. You can read through all that crap, basically, but it's obviously we just click on use Express settings, much more easier. It's going to give you loads more different things to ask for, and you can be here all day answering questions when you go through these Windows setup. I'm going to take it very basic. If you go through the advanced side of the Express bit, it just asks you just a few extra questions on stuff, but doesn't necessarily stop Windows from working or change any particular way at all. So it's easy enough to say just do the Express setup. So this is where it says now sign into your Microsoft account. So you put your email address, which will be your Hotmail account, or if you've got an Outlook account, you put that in there. and then the password you use to log into your emails with. Then click next, and that will actually then sign the whole of the machine into your ID. So when you do then reboot, when it reboots and comes up on Windows, you'll use your login name that you use for Hotmail all the time to get into your PC. Then that then gives you access to the apps, the actual Microsoft App Store, because that's all part of your Microsoft account. But because these are like business machines, I don't want to sign a Microsoft account to it, so I'm going to click on here saying don't have an account, and then click next. Oh. Oh, I think I have to do create an account. That's it, because there's a way around it. Then I can skip it. That's it. There you go. So this next scene here. So if you haven't got a Microsoft account but you want one, this is the page you'll use to create on your Microsoft account. But again, if you just want to sign into this using a standard base loan account and not have to worry about all the Microsoft stuff as well, then obviously you can actually skip this point from here. So if it's going to be a business machine for a business network, then you don't want all of them having a Microsoft account. So what you want to do is on this page is click on say sign in without a Microsoft account. Then it'll prompt you for a username, password. So for the moment, we're just going to stick with admin, and we're going to just stick in a temporary. I think I'm actually going to put a password in. I'm just going to put admin on it and ignore password. Click finish. So that'll create me a user ID called admin. So when Windows Finalize does all its settings, so it's now creating a profile. It's setting up all the applications in the background and building the desktop up for you. So this can take quite a while. I'm not sure exactly how long, but it's more than sort of 10 minutes to go through. So the best thing is to do is pop off and make yourself a coffee. And we'll come back to this in a sec. Cheers. Right, it's now running the configuration of Windows updates. So 30% complete, you get this, and then it will go into reboot. Again, like I advise to run all the Windows updates till they're completely completed to install. It's all safe to do that. Brings updates, makes some changes, and improves program performances and maybe booting time. So that's why to always do the Windows updates. It's safe to do it. It's not a problem. So you're going to reboot. So Packard Bell boot logo comes up, and then it should now boot into Windows, and then it'll prompt to log in. So I'll give that a couple of seconds. So always have patience with this, because it's a slow process. I don't know why I've designed the boot to be quicker and not have all this complicated setup procedures in place. I think it's all to do with marketing, and they capture data to improve on the next Windows or what to throw at you next and stuff. You know, when it comes to sort of like purchasing products, you never know. But yeah, a lot of this stuff doesn't really need to be. And sometimes this install here can confuse some people that's actually first time buying a Windows machine. You don't get all this with a Mac. Mac's much more simpler to install and set up for the first time. So almost there now. Should we get booted into the boot screen? There we go. So always have patience with Microsoft Windows. Can be frustrating at times, but keep your patience. So we're almost there now. I think it's coming. Windows will load up in a sec. Here we go. Still configuring Windows because it's had some updates in the background there that's been running. So that's a good sign. Updates have completed. That's good. That's not all the updates though. This has just be a few that's actually they've just recently picked up. Because also when you sign up to the wireless connection and it gets internet, it starts downloading apps or the critical updates in the background. So almost there. And now it's preparing all the new apps from the store. So it's obviously installing them onto the desktop for you. So this probably is going to take another good 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to actually pop off and make myself a nice fresh cup of coffee, and we'll be back in a sec. This is a painful process. It has taken a good 15 minutes to get through all this bit in, and you get to this point here. So now with the 8.1s, we just recently brought your PC, you should then get the prompt for this, which is a free upgrade to Windows 10, which is out I think it's due out very soon, or might even be due out now. So you can actually say whether you want to have a free upgrade to Windows when it's available. So it's a new version of Windows is now available. You can get it on this PC for free. If you choose to upgrade, you can continue to use your PC with Windows 10 downloads and schedule the installation for the time that you're convenient for you. So you can actually say upgrade right now, and then it'll go through upgrade, bring you to Windows 10. So obviously it is released, because the one I did the other day, because it just gave you the option to say, would you like to be reminded for an upgrade? But this now prompts you with a free upgrade. So whether you get whether it's a PC, laptop, or any particular desktop running Windows 8.1, this should give you a free upgrade to Windows 10. But I'm not going to do the upgrade because, again, I'm not sure how compatible Windows 10 is running on other old applications like Office and things like that. So I'm going to hold fire and I'm going to upgrade later. So for now, we're going to say not right now. So, but as the instruction says, you can go back and restart it. So here's the actual desktop. This is obviously a touch screen, so I can flip it about backwards and forwards. Responds quite nicely. So it's responsive as like if you're used to the iPad, it's quite a responsive screen. I think if you can just pull, let's pull this across, putting things in from the side. Yeah. So this is all the apps they basically pre-installed on here. Packard Bell installs its own sort of free apps and stuff, or they may be apps to go to products you purchase and buy. Just because you've got the Microsoft icon here doesn't mean it's actually installed. It's a demo copy, so it gives you a free trial. I'm not sure, it's like 30-day free trial. Then you have to pay for the upgrade. Same with the Norton Internet Security. It's free on here, but then after a particular time, it'll ask you and say you need to pay for a subscription fee, so you have to pay for it. So just don't think it's actually fully updated and full version. You have to pay for it. These are all Jet Games and stuff, shortcuts for eBay, Netflix. See, Netflix is trying to push itself out to everybody, so that's an advertising basic thing. You've got other bits on here as well. You can click on and you can drag them around and change the layout quite nicely by just tap and hold, and then you can move them about. As you move them about, it will actually resize your desktop, or resize the things to fit basically. So you can sort of say, let's put that one there, we'll put it up there, and so forth. And you can swap them from backs and forwards as well. So if you don't want Netflix to be over here, you can slide it and put it over here on a new group, and it resizes it down. So that's a nice little feature to have as well. This is Portal. There's a lot of stuff in here that I don't really want, so I'm going to actually add and remove them off the PC itself, and remove from the desktop. If you want a good old Windows desktop back, so there's a little icon in the bottom here called Desktop. Sometimes it can be bigger or smaller depending on how many apps have been shoved this side. So say, for instance, let's take OneNote out, put it over there for instance. Let's move OneDrive out, put that over there. Then we move the desktop, put it down there, and it should resize. But obviously it's not doing it. It's not showing up. Anyway, they should resize to whatever size shape to fill the bits in anyway. So click on desktop. I think you can double tick. Yeah, double tap. No. Oh, this is annoying. Double tap. Right, selecting it. Resize wider. There you go, that's how you do it. So you tap on it, gives you option to resize, medium, resize, large. There you go, makes a nice large one. And resize, we'll put it down to wide, back to there again. And then you can do the same with that. Click on that, saying, or we can actually uninstall it from here. So story time, we click on uninstall app. That's quite good. What else do we don't? We don't want Netflix on here. We'll uninstall Netflix. Don't want OneNote. Uninstall that. OneDrive. Don't want that. We'll unpin it basically. Unpin basically means it takes a shortcut off, but it's still there to get back later anyway. So some of these are just gonna uninstall. What we got here? Hey, yeah, get rid of that. Uninstall. eBay. Uninstall. Microsoft Office. These lots. See here, it allows you to run it as administrator, open Windows. You can do all sorts of different bits in here. So we're just going to uninstall it. and now it's coming through the window. This is another way of uninstalling programs, is from using the program files and features. We'll go through that a bit on another tutorial. So I just want to basically show you just a quick layout of Windows. So this is the actual desktop itself, what everyone's used to. The menu bar at the bottom is changed slightly. This side is still the same, and you got like things when you swipe in, like this side, when you swipe in, you got your, like a start menu here, so you need to power it off. Then it's swipe across, settings, power, and then you say shut down or restart that you want to do. Tap back again and it should just disappear. Swipe inwards, all comes back up again, and then you got settings, then you got control panel. So if you notice on here that if you, in the desktop version, when you swipe and click on settings, the options here literally are different to when you go back to your Windows swipe one. When you swipe inwards, click on settings, then the settings here are different. So it's different to whatever you're actually on. So here goes personalized tiles, help, so forth. But I'm going to go back to desktop. Swipe in, then it brings you back saying control panel, personalization, PC info. PC info, that tells you what version of Windows you got installed. Windows logo icon tells you it's an AMD A4 500 APU with Radeon graphics, 1.5 GHz speed. Installed memory is 4 gigs. System type 64-bit operating system, and it's a full touch support with 10 touch points. And then just underneath this, it gives you the name of the machine. You actually named it on previous, before we went through this, and also says this Windows is now activated. Tell you what version you got, 8.1. And what we'll do is in another tutorial, we'll show you how to upgrade this to full Windows Pro. So if you're actually using this as a business desktop, which is this one that's going to be, then you need to go to Pro for it allowed to be logged into a server. But if you're not going to be using it as a business and it's more for home use, 8.1 is fine. You don't have to do that unless you want Windows Media Player. So if you want Windows Media Player with this, then obviously you need to upgrade to the Pro Pack. The Pro Pack is £99 from Microsoft to do that with, and you can do it straight from here by going to get more features with new editions of Windows, and then you'll be able to have the option of going to Pro Pack and purchasing it straight online from this screen here. You don't have to go off and get a CD and stuff. So there's the very basic setups. It comes with a lot of apps that Packard Bell installs. Same with any manufacturer, comes with a lot of apps. You don't have to have them all on there. You can actually remove them and then go back to what you're used to and stuff. So this is just a very quick tutorial of Windows 8.1. It's quite easy to do. It's all touchable. But if you purchase this but not got a touch screen, then you can still operate the Windows with the mouse as well. Similar, same. Just move the mouse in any direction or up in the corner to bring the menus up and stuff. And I've just noticed on here, using the mouse in the corners, it's a little bit more difficult with, but when you got your swipe, it's a lot easier to access. I've not used this on a swipe touch screen before. This is the first one I've got. So, and it is much more easier to scroll on the desktop. So I think if in the corner you swipe down, it's not actually showing. I think it should. No, if you use, see, there's another thing. If you use the mouse at the top here, I was not doing it. On the other one, I don't know whether it's a feature on here. I've got to turn it on and off, but you can swipe down in the corner, or use your mouse in the middle, and allow you to flick between different apps. Maybe I need a few apps open to do that with, but no, that's it. So this is just a very quick, when you first get you out the box, power it on, how to get through the first part of all the registration, and having a bit of patience to allow it to do all the install, because it does take a while. So it's a good half an hour. As you see on the video, we made 2 cups of coffee while we had this going. So hope this is helpful. Again, please comment below. If you like this video, please obviously thumbs up, and don't remember to hit that subscribe button if you want to carry on and watching some more tutorials. And we'll go a bit more in depth with 8.1. We'll show you how to install applications, how to remove some of these horrible apps that you probably never use, basically. And we'll do some tutorials on backing up your data, installing applications, how to resize your icons or changing them. So we'll do a whole complete things. But is there anything particular you guys want to me to explore with and show you how to, please comment below, let me know, and then we'll get this on the next video for you. So until then, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.